back to the Monster Talk Report. Tonight is the final domestic stadium show of the season, and there's lots to talk about. From the 10K stunt to a new track design, this show was filled with greatness top to bottom. Speaking of the new track, this new Chicago-style format proved to be very interesting, and the track itself featured awesome designs to celebrate Halloween. From pumpkins to ghosts, ghouls to tombstones, the track was filled with little features that really made the show stand out. The orange dirt color was a nice addition, but the biggest thing that had people talking was the layout. A mixture of the red to a track and the old Chicago style variant, along with some new jumps that really made this show all the more interesting, such as a step-up jump with a mini flip, new interesting transfer jumps. This track was just truly exciting. So with that out of the way, let's preview tonight's field of trucks and drivers. Our field of competitors tonight consists of Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger, Mark List and El Toro Loco, Barry Musauer and Zombie, Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, powered by Hoonigan, Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid, Lindsay Reed in MonsterTalk Dalmatian, Kraken with Michael Pagliarulo, Jester with Matt Pagliarulo, John Gordon in Bad Company, Jamie Garner in Overboard, Zach Garner in Wildside, and Brandon Budd in Wasted Nights. Here are the storylines heading into Orlando. A new track debuts here. Can the drivers handle this new Chicago-style variant? Michael Pagliarulo makes it to the big stage this weekend. Can he handle the pressure? Orlando is the last stadium show of the season and the last show for most of these drivers. Who will come out on top as a winner? This week, me and Wayne got to talk to some drivers before the show and asked them about their thoughts on this new track and the event as a whole.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Barry Musauer, driver of Zombie. Barry, I saw you in Melbourne and Sydney, and now you're back here in the United States throwing it down. What do you have for the Orlando fans today here? It's a different track and a brand new one for Halloween.
It's special, you know, we're home. This is my hometown. We got a brand new partner with Morgan & Morgan. They're the largest personal injury law firm in the world, and they're here supporting Zombie. So this is the Morgan & Morgan Zombie here this weekend here in Orlando. I can't wait to get out there. These fans are off the hook every time we come to Orlando. So you guys go inside. I'm going to watch you, and, you know, hopefully we can take home the win.
So Zach, tonight it's a soup fest. There's a lot of stuff going on. What's your game plan going into this track? Because it is a mess, and I don't know if anyone's going to be able to tackle it down.
You know, the dirt crew's been in there working their magic all day long, so I'm hoping it's pretty dry, and if it's not, we're just going to see if we can hold it in the corner and just never lift and see where it goes from there.
Full sends only for Zach Garner and Wildside. Thank you, sir. Period. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm with Lindsay Reed, driver of MonsterTalk Dalmatian, with her daughter, who also races off-road. Lindsay, what's going on here in Orlando? The fans are excited, and I know Dalmatian's a big name.
It's huge name here, and you know what the coolest part is? Having pit party and seeing everybody come through and know that I drove Scooby-Doo 3 years ago, so it's been a blast. I can't wait to get started.
That's awesome. And your daughter drives now? She's a future monster truck driver?
I think she wants to drive one day. I think she might be pretty good at it. She's going to be taking my seat soon.
Give it up for Lindsay Reed, MonsterTalk Dalmatian. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Brandon Vincent. Brandon, I saw you throw it down in Australia, Melbourne, and Sydney, and now you're here back in the United States in Gravedigger 35, filling in for Adam Anderson. What do you got here for the Orlando fans?
Man, you know what? I'm just hoping to have an epic event, epic run, do good all the way across the board. Try to get the overall event championship win. I was so close in Sydney, tied it, but it went to Cynthia because she won she won freestyle. So
yeah.
I haven't had an overall in a stadium yet. I don't do many of them, so I'm looking to get my first one here. Fingers crossed, we're going out. Hopefully the truck holds together, and looking to put on a great event across the board for all the fans.
Awesome. Well, I'm looking forward to it, Brandon. I know the fans are. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Ryan Anderson, driver of Son of a Digger. Ryan, it's the last show of the year here in Orlando. What are you going to do? What's the game plan for here?
Well, you know I'm always here to get wild and freestyle. That's my main thing. We're in Florida. Florida always gets wild. The Florida fans are crazy. So I'm still going to go for racing. You know, Brandon's here in Orlando. What happened last time in racing right here?
Yep.
Me and Brandon in the finals, the craziest race in Monster Jam history, and Brandon and I on the opposite sides of the bracket. So I'm kind of excited about that, but I can't let that get in the way of the sight of what I got to do today. Today I got to get wild and freestyle. It's my last show for the year. Bryce, my crew chief, he has a couple months to fix this thing. So I got to make sure to demolish tonight. My goal is to get absolutely insane tonight, and this thing be a smoking pile of mess when I'm done with it. So we'll see what happens. No guarantees on any of it, but I can promise you I'm going to give it everything I got, no matter what, until the truck stops.
You heard it from Ryan Anderson. Total carnage tonight. Give it up and let's see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Camden Murphy, driver of Bakugan Dragonoid. Camden, it's a soupy track out there today. No practice yesterday. What are your thoughts going into this event with everything else you've been going through? Dry tracks, now to this wet one.
Yeah, man, I mean, hey, we definitely got a little bit of experience in the wet there a couple weeks ago in Australia. So, I mean, it is what it is, and I mean, we'll figure it out. I mean, obviously the sun's out, it's shining, hopefully dries the track out just enough for us. I haven't seen the track yet today, so I'm going to have to walk out there before the event starts tonight and see what it is, but that doesn't scare me if it's wet out there.
Yeah, and we got the Spin Master 10K stunt going on behind us, and whoever wins is going to get a big prize. Do you have anything to say about that? I mean, it's incredible that they're able to get 10,000 trucks on that platform alone.
Yeah, man, I watched them set that thing up, and it is an incredible piece of work. But it's so cool. I mean, to have Monster Jam Spin Master come together for this world record-breaking event, I mean, it's a beautiful piece. It's behind the camera here. It's really, really cool. We're looking at it, and I mean, I can't wait to see all those 10,000 trucks jump. I mean, they're all going to fall down and jump. So it's so cool to be able to see what Spin Master and Monster Jam's doing and breaking world records.
Yeah, excited. Thank you, Camden. Give it up for Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid. How are you feeling about the conditions, and how awesome is it to bring out the Halloween body again? You're one of the only trucks to do an awesome scheme here.
So the track is not a muddy mess. Dirt Crew has been doing a great job already this weekend. They scraped off all the snot, like we call it, you know, all the wet stuff. They've been drying it out. They're supposed to be bringing in some fresh sand and whatnot to get it going. So that part should be good. We're gonna have, as long as this rain holds off, then we're gonna have a great show. The track will be perfect. Now, as far as the Jestalade, we haven't had the Halloween version of Jester out since 2017.
It's been a while.
It's the last show of the season. We realized a few weeks ago it's Halloween weekend. We want to make it extra special for the fans, so we brought out the Jestalade Halloween version. We're excited. We're gonna. I can tell you right now, we put it on an old body for a reason, because we don't care if there's anything left at the end of the night. I don't care. This is the last show.
It's fine.
As long as I can sweep it in the trailer and get to the house by this
Scoop
evening,
it up and bring it home.
we're good.
You're only
totally
20, 30 minutes away from home.
30 minutes from home, last show of the season, it don't matter.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Thank you, Matt.
I will say this, the only thing I'm worried about is you got the hometown curse. Everybody in Monster Trucks knows that whenever you get to your hometown, there's always that hometown curse possibility. So we're going to work hard to make sure that doesn't happen this weekend. We really want to make sure that Team Tomfoolery does a good job. It's Michael's first show in Kraken, his first stadium of the season. We want to see him do good. We want to do good. We just want to make sure these fans here in Orlando have a blast so we can send out 2022 in style.
The show in Orlando proved to be one of the best this season has had to offer, and one of the best Q4 shows, second to Glendale. The racing bracket was full of surprises. The very first race saw Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger be defeated by Lindsay Reed as she advanced to the next round. Bakugan Dragonoid, Zombie, and El Toro Loco would advance into the next round. Lindsay Reed continued her impressive night of racing by defeating John Gordon and advancing to the semi-finals. Speaking of crazy upsets, Zach Garner would defeat the hometown hero Barry Musawa. Camden Murphy and Mark Liss would also advance to the semi-finals, with the World Racing Champion Brandon Vinson having a bad bounce and flipping over before the final turn. Camden Murphy and Zach Garner would advance to the championship race. There, Zach Garner would pick up a huge win by winning his first stadium racing win of his entire career. Heading into the skills challenge, the track looked to be filled with new opportunities. Ryan Anderson started off the competition with a great bicycle, and also tried attempting another bicycle around the pod, similar to what David Alfert performed in Houston. Michael Pagliarulo would attempt 2 bicycles, which were done perfectly considering he has had no stadium experience. Brandon Vinson would attempt the tombstone, but unfortunately the truck shot off after pulling off the move. Zach Garner and Camden Murphy would lay down great skills runs, but in the end it would be Mark List once again laying down the winning skills run with great maximum moonwalk and a moonwalk off the center pod. When freestyle rolled around, the hype had really started to set in. Michael Pagliarulo started out the competition with a pretty impressive run with some great air and good momentum. Wasted Nights would have some huge air and a gnarly crash that tore the front tire off. Mark List looked like he was having a great run before what appears to be the front steering would start working, which caused him to roll over after trying to bicycle into a huge save. Byron Missow did not disappoint his hometown crowd with some huge air and an impressive backflip. Kermit the Frog would once again go for a ride with Jamie Garner's overboard, the run featuring some huge air and a spectacular ending, getting a giant sky wheelie from the side of the step-up before settling it down. Camden Murphy would lay down an exciting run that was just short of the leading run from Byron Missow. Lindsay Reed had a short run as she would bicycle almost into the wall, luckily saving the truck, but it was unfortunately the last hit of her run as she was shut off. Zach Garner, Brandon Vincent, and John Gordon had great runs, with Garner featuring a successful backflip and Brandon Vincent locking up a planetary mid-mini flip. However, the run of the night came from Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger, with typical Ryan Anderson momentum and throttle rhythm. He would land the backflip and follow it up with a cartwheel on the back two tires before making his way to the mini flip ramp, cross-threading into the jump and rolling over. The crowd would go wild as Ryan Anderson would immediately pull off the save of the night. Ryan Anderson would take home the freestyle win, and your overall event champion in Orlando was Camden Murphy in the Bakugan Dragonoid. November will be an exciting month for Monster Jam fans. Next weekend we have two exciting shows to start the end of this phenomenal season. Monster Jam returns to San Juan, Puerto Rico on November 4th to 6th for the international tour, with Monster Jam also being in Dayton, Ohio from November 5th to 6th. Mark List will be piloting Max D in Puerto Rico, along with Charlie Porkin and Monstermart Rottweiler. Dayton will see the return of Brandon Talachka and Just Get It Done second generation, and possibly the debut of Michaela Talachka in a to-be-announced truck. John Zimmer Jr. will also be piloting Hooked. It's important to note that the Drivers' Summit will be coming up at a to-be-announced date and time, with our questions for the upcoming season finally set to be answered. Thank you everyone so much for watching, and I'll see you all soon with some more Monster Truck content.
Ladies and gentlemen, get up for Matt Pagliarulo. Cross your fingers and your toes that they make it on the track and that they burn it down.
Oh, I'm not even going to make it on the track now? Oh, my gosh.
You said it yourself.
That could be a possibility. No, I don't want that.
Uh-oh.